All right, let's get down to it. Okay, gotta get some better lighting in here. Fucking ridiculous. Okay, this is updates on more vaccine talk, but it's good news actually. So Biden was just on all over the news today talking about how Johnson and Johnson and Merrick, the pharmaceutical companies who are producing vaccines, um, they've been able to confidently claim that all of America can be fully vaccinated by the end of May, which is very optimistic. Just last week, I was making a video saying we could all likely be vaccinated by midsummer, and I thought that was optimistic. So the president went on to say here, about 3 weeks ago, we were able to say that we'll have enough vaccine supply for adults by the end of July. And I'm pleased to announce today the consequence of the stepped up process that I've ordered. Okay, Joe, thanks. This country will have enough vaccine supply for every adult in America by the end of May. That's good news. That's pretty good news, you know. So went on to talk about the two companies, you know, in their collaboration, kind of like World War II, and how they stepped up in time of need. Let me see. The president also announced Tuesday that he wants teachers and school workers to receive at least one of the vaccines by the end of March. So by the end of this month, all teachers and students should be fully vaccinated so kids can go back to school. So again, that's good too. But here we go with the caveats. Biden can't mandate that states prioritize teachers for their vaccine supply. Why wouldn't they? I mean, they should. I'm pretty sure most states will. Biden is challenging them to do so. Yeah, they're gonna. I mean, once the healthcare workers and the over 65 group is fully vaccinated, the next in line, of course, are going to be the educators and the children. All right, and then all us plebs are going to be, the final, the final process in all of this. So that's pretty good. He went on to say, "Now I want to be very clear." Let me do Joe Biden. Now I want to be very clear. Not every educator will be able to get their appointment in the first week, but our goal is to do everything we can to help every educator receive a shot this month, the month of March. Thanks, Joe. Oh my goodness. So right now there is a little bit of concern because there are some states who are already starting to loosen up their restrictions, like Texas, and they kind of are trying to pump the brakes on that. Even though that this is optimistic news, they want people to still just kind of hang in there with the social distancing and the masks for just a little while longer till everybody gets vaccinated, which makes sense. But this is good news. Again, went on to say, though we celebrate the news of the third vaccine, I urge all Americans, please, keep washing your hands. Stay. Yeah. That's just kind of what I was alluding to before. Let me see here. So there was this article goes on to just talk about the FDA approving the emergency authorization of the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which we've all been hearing about, which is good. So Johnson & Johnson estimated shipped 12 million doses at the end of February, that's pretty amazing, So let me see here. So the press secretary went on to say it definitely will expedite the efforts of the U.S. government having enough vaccines to have on hand to vaccinate the American public. So basically now there's the Pfizer one, there's the Johnson & Johnson one, and then the I forget the other one. I'm drawing a blank on that. Moderna. So now that there are three pharmaceutical companies who are supplying the vaccines, it has bumped up the timeline in which the Americans can be vaccinated, and we can start going back to a little bit of normalcy, at least slowly. We can't just dive in, dick and balls, just going back to the way things were. We got to ease back into it, especially with the fucking anti-vax crowd still loud and proud, like, I ain't taking no goddamn vaccine. The most annoying, obstinate fucking group, in the midst of a pandemic. Don't take your fucking vaccine, but stay the fuck out of regular society. That should be the way it is, but it's not going to be. You can't make anybody take something they don't want, even though if it's for their own good, like any fucking rational adult with two brain cells to rub together understands. But they're trying to even alleviate that. All of these vaccines are safe, they are effective, they've been approved by the FDA. I don't trust the government. They're trying to poison us. No. And then here comes Fauci again. He's got to always chime in with the let's be more cautious. Fauci's stressing that Americans should take whatever vaccine is provided to them, saying he would do, like they give a shit. Most people who are already vaccine deniers don't give a shit what Biden says, what the CDC says, what Fauci says. They're just gonna buck the system and take their marching orders and get their information from people like Jenny McCarthy and other vaccine deniers and conspiracy theory nonsense websites. So that's fine. Again, their experts are, they're cautioning that people need to just hang in there for a little while longer until we're all vaccinated. And then, we can kind of get on with, hopefully by summer, we're all going to be vaccinated and we can actually finally go on and start to feel like we're leading normal lives again. So at the very least, this is some good optimistic news. At least it's suggested that it's optimistic. Will it happen? I don't fucking know. Only time will tell, but at the very least, this is what they're saying. And it's clear and it's concise. They're saying the end of May, everybody should be vaccinated. If it doesn't happen, then we can hold their fucking feet to the fire. So, all right, a little bit of good news. So that's all I'm going to talk about tonight. Peace out.
Dirty.
Filthy.
Mucky.